Leonardo DiCaprio turned three of his greatest films into a trilogy, and it makes sense. In an interview with Studio 360, DiCaprio comments on his roles, particularly in Django Unchained, The Wolf of Wall Street, and The Great Gatsby. In his opinion, these three films, though created by different directors, could be seen as an unofficial trilogy due to their common themes. DiCaprio claims that he sees these three movies as a trilogy of corruption in America through different time periods. In the scene where Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford had a fight during the filming, Harrison accidentally throws a real punch at Ryan. This photo is from that very moment. Heath Ledger locked himself in a hotel room for 6 weeks to prepare for the role of the Joker. During this time, he spent almost the entire day in front of a mirror, trying to work on the Joker's gestures, laugh, and sadistic sociopath mindset. His talent and dedication created this unique performance. Robert De Niro couldn't recognize Christian Bale on the first day of the American Hustle set and asked the director, "Who was that overweight guy I just shook hands with?" Shocked by the director's response, De Niro went over to Bale, greeted him again to convince himself. What would happen if Batman was played by Cillian Murphy? You don't have to imagine, because the video released from the actor's Batman auditions explains everything.
Joe murdered my parents and they deserve—
Don't pretend you wanted to do this for them.
Murphy, speaking about the video, is aware that it was a weak attempt. It was for the best that I didn't get the Batman role and it went to Christian Bale. I never saw myself as the right fit for that role anyway. When preparing for the role of the Bear, Jeremy Allen White, who attended advanced culinary training, reveals that he worked in various restaurants during that time and even cooked in a Michelin-starred restaurant. He says, "They allowed me to cook even on the busiest nights. Being led into the kitchen still feels incredible to me." Hans Landa was an exciting and intimidating character who could fluently speak 4 languages. Quentin Tarantino had a hard time finding an actor who could play this character. No actor who participated in the auditions felt right for the role, to the point that Tarantino even considered abandoning the film. That is until Christoph Waltz joined the auditions.
Comment se fait-il qu'une jeune femme comme vous en arrive à posséder?
Das ist ein österreichischer Jude, der in die Vereinigten Staaten emigriert ist, wie die Lage begonnen hat, sich für die Israeliten einzutrüben. Das sind die beiden deutschstämmigen Mitglieder der Bastards.
Gli amici della vedetta ammirata da tutti noi, questa gemma propria della nostra cultura, saranno naturalmente accolti sotto la mia protezione per la durata del loro soggiorno.
While I'm very familiar with you and your family, I have no way of knowing if you are familiar with who I am. Are you aware of my existence?
The Office is coming back. According to Puck News, producer Greg Daniels has started working on the series. It is not yet clear who will be in the cast or which actors will return to the series.
Hey! Hey!
How unrecognizable can the world become in just 28 days? A group of activists releases the monkeys used as test subjects, leading to the spread of a highly dangerous virus throughout the world.
The chimps are infected! They're highly contagious. They've been given an inhibitor.
Infected with what?
Rage.
Jim, who awakens from a coma 28 days into the outbreak, realizes that nothing is the same anymore.
Hello!
Starring Cillian Murphy, 28 Days Later offers much more than a classic post-apocalyptic film, delving into themes of authority, interpersonal relationship, and existential questions. If you were in everyone's dream overnight,
You've been on my mind recently. You just keep popping up in my dreams. You don't do anything, you're just there.
A hapless family man, Paul, is a professor with an interest in evolutionary biology, and he cares about his anonymity. He finds his life turned upside down when millions of strangers suddenly start seeing him in their dreams.
Have you been dreaming about me?
Have I been dreaming about you?
Yeah.
He becomes famous overnight and quickly gains the attention he has been deprived of for a long time. However, he soon has to confront the consequences of his unexpected stardom. Nicolas Cage stars in the A24 production Dream Scenario, directed by Christopher Borgli. Would you like to stay with your friends in Shrek's famous swamp? Airbnb has made Shrek's house available for free. You can apply to stay in the house, which is located in Scotland and can accommodate up to 3 people on Airbnb. In the movie The Shining, 60 doors were destroyed during the "Here is Johnny" scene.
Here's Johnny.
When Prisoner of Azkaban, director Alfonso Cuarón wanted to become acquainted with the leads of his movie, he asked each to write an essay on their character. Emma Watson wrote a 16-page paper, Daniel Radcliffe wrote a 1-page summary, and Rupert Grint never turned one in. How did Air Jordan come out? We are going back to the 80s. Nike had 2 options in front of them for a sponsorship deal in front of their basketball division, which was planning to downsize. The first one was to select 3 players from the NBA draft. The second option was to invest all the money in rookie Michael Jordan. Of course, to convince Jordan, who was being pursued by competitors, something different and special was needed.
Here. What do you think about that? They're called Air Jordan.
Directed by Ben Affleck, who also shares the lead role with Matt Damon, Air is one of the most enjoyable projects of the year.
I don't want to sign 3 players. I want to sign 1. I want to sign him.
When you work in this company, you have no idea who you are. And even at home, you don't know what job you do.
I have, of my own free accord, elected to undergo the procedure colloquially known as severance.
Severance takes place in the mysterious company Lumen Industries, where employees work with a chip implanted in their brains that separates their work and personal life memories.
Well, every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
Mark, a Lumen employee, begins to question the company's dark secrets when a colleague from work appears before him.
Okay, who the fuck are you?
Petey. My name's Petey. I'm from work.
So, we're friends?
I'm your best friend. You're my very good friend.
In Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Arnold Schwarzenegger earned $15 million for speaking a total of 700 words of dialogue, which breaks down to approximately $21,429 per word.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
You forgot to say please.